Hi folks, I'm here to give a demonstration today on how to remove and replace golf grips on golf clubs. So when we're changing golf clubs, we need some basic tools. They are a pair of scissors, an X-Acto knife, a Sharpie, double-sided tape, a vise, some grip solvent, and this is a vise clamp, and a paint tray, and of course the grips. Some of these things you can have laying around the house, but the things that you're going to probably need to order is going to be the double-sided tape, the grip solvent, the grips themselves, and the vise clamp. Okay, so we're ready to actually get to work here and change out a grip on a golf club. So the first thing we need to do is mount the golf club into the vise using this little tricky thing called the vise clamp. And we'll just stick it around the shaft like that and put it up close to the grip, like so. Put that inside the vise. Tighten it down real good. And you want to make sure that that's in there pretty steady and pretty sturdy, which it is. Okay, so now we're going to take the grip off. The way to do that is we're going to take an X-Acto knife and just run it right down the middle. And one thing is I wouldn't recommend drinking before doing this exercise. Anyway, here we go. Once we get it torn, we can just pull it apart. Just like that. It's like taking an old... Yeah, it's like taking an old, here we go. Okay, so there it is. The grip is off, and now we've got tape. The way we get rid of that tape is pretty much taking the X-Acto knife and just running it down the shaft like that. Start peeling off the old tape. Okay, so we've got all of the tape off. So the next thing we're going to do is put the double-sided tape on. So what we want to do there is get our Sharpie, take the new grip, and hold it alongside the shaft. Take your Sharpie and mark down at this end. That tells us about how far we want to start with the double-sided tape. We take our double-sided tape, right where we marked it. Just run it along the shaft like that. You just tear it down to about 1/4 of an inch at the end. And kind of get it started where we can take the side off of the tape. So anyway, we run this down the shaft. Get the tape on there nice and smooth. If you get a wrinkle in here, you don't have to start it over. It's not going to really hurt anything. So then once we have that, then we can start taking the side of the tape off that we don't want. Okay. And we just fold this end down into the end of the shaft. Now what I want to do with this club is I like a little bit wider grip, so I'm going to, in order to make a little wider grip, we put another application of the double-sided tape. Take our double-sided tape, run it down the shaft one more time. Okay, let's fold it in. We can Take the backing off of the tape. Fold the end in the shaft. And there you go. So now the double-sided tape is applied to the shaft. Then we grab our paint tray. This is used to catch any excess solvent. We take our grip, and we're going to fill this grip all the way up with solvent. And if you'll notice on the back, there is a hole. We want to cover this hole with our finger, like so. Then we want to pour the solvent down into the shaft. Just go ahead and fill it all the way to the top. Once it's in there, then we can shake it around. Get it nice and wet inside. And then we just take the excess solvent and pour across the tape. By the way, this is water-soluble solvent, so getting it on your hands isn't going to really hurt anything. You can just wash your hands off. Okay, so once that's done, we take our grip, run it along the shaft, and start pushing it onto the tape. Just like that. And there you have it. And that's all there is to it. Now I have a re-gripped club. So one thing else I recommend is take a towel once you've re-gripped it and just kind of wipe the solvent off. Dry it off a bit. And then that's pretty much it. And we're done.